Previously on Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Okei, siinä on kunnon
There were only
unet
empty sheets of
kaverilla.
paper here. No manuscript pages.
Ja manuskriptista tulikin mieleen. Mulla pistettiin kommentti, että mun kannattaisi lukea ensimmäiset 2 kakkosapterin manuskriptia. Niissä on kuulemma yllätys. The Sudden Stop. Eli katsotaanko nää nyt läpi
It's
sitten.
true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Okei, mä tiedän jo mikä ylläri tässä oli, mutta kuunnellaan toi toinenkin.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Max Payne. Aika siisti, aika siisti. Kiitos vinkistä. Pakko kuunnella kyllä, kuka täällä lukee. Jep, joo. Eli semmonen Max Payne viittaus siinä. Kuulosti jotenkin kauhean tutulta, mitä se tuossa höpötti, että olisiko noi ollut niissä peleissä oikeasti.
Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Olisiko täällä hämärtyy? Jotenkin näytti siltä äsken. Jotenkin tuntuu taas, että tää mun senssi on jotenkin pielessä. Ja sitten mä oon taas pelannut muita pelejä, joiden myötä tää tuntuu tosi oudolle. Nyt itse asiassa tuntuu, että mulla ei ole noise cancellingi päällä tässä mun kuulokkeessa. Ei, oli se. Ottakaa se hetki. Noin, nyt se on päällä taas. Totta. On mulla tarpeeksi volaa sitten. Jotenkin kaikki tuntuu niin oudolle. mennyt kaikkialle muualle kuin tonne. Pitäisi taas mennä. Night Springs. Nice. Päästäkö kohta kattelee taas. Onko toi Xboxin kotela? Xbox-pelien kotela. Joo, Xbox 360. Pistäkää kommentteihin, ootteko omistanut sen konsolin joskus. Mä muistaakseni omistin kai sen.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip. Except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Mä käyn ensin täällä. En käykö. Pääse mihinkään muualle. No niin. Oletko täältä mitä? Täällä on kuin maalari. Selkeästi. No, mennään eteenpäin. Katsotaan tänne. No ei kaikki ole nyt pääse millään. En seuraa tota äijää suoraan ainakaan. Oho, tää on karhu. Mikä se nyt? Tänne, okei. Okay.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
No ei todellakaan, sä puhut ihan
It's all
paskaa.
in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Mä karkaan täältä. No en näköjään karkaa. Pakko se on aina katsoa kaikki paikat. Vaikka koetat sä mua leimata oikein hulluksi. On tää kieltämättä vähän hullua menoa ollut, mutta mä en oo valmis myöntää sitä. Komeet on kyllä maisemat täälläkin. Kyllä mieli lepäis, kun sais täällä olla. Paitsi ilman tota tohtoria tietenkin. Mihin sä oot mua oikein viemässä?
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
Mä koitan nyt havainnoida. No joo, sä nyt selität koko ajan.
Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Ole hiljaa, kun mä koitan tässä miettiä, että missä me oltiin silloin pelin alkupuolella. Täällä ei sitä saarta nyt näy. Mut mä veikkasin, että ehkä olisiko se ollut tuolla suoraan tosta, kun katsoo eteenpäin. Tai sitten jossain. Ehkä tuolla. En ole nyt varma. Tarvii melkein palata siihen videoon ja katsoa uudemman kerran. Että missä tää tämmönen kunnon kartano näkyy. Joo, toi on kyllä rasittava tyyppi. Se lässyttää koko ajan. En tykkää. Miten täällä kenenkään mieli voi parantua, kun tuommoinen kaveri tulee ja lässyttää? En ymmärrä. Aha, nyt mennään sinne siis. Mä kävin täällä jo. Ovi oli lukossa. Sitten se kävelee vielä tuollain tosi typerän rauhallisen hiljaisesti. Ahistaa semmonenkin. Kaikki tässä paikassa rupesi yhtäkkiä ahistaa. Ovet on tosiaan olla säpissä.
Come along. Let's go inside.
Ei pääse porukka karkuun täältä.
Now here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Kyllä täällä on ongelmallisia ihmisiä.
Scary.
Emerson.
Joo, voit sä ihan hyvin.
Real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow strike.
games.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Kaveri ei arvosta edes videopelejä. Hei. Mikäs sulla nyt oikein on siinä? Mikäs sulla... Tää rouvaa.
Come, Alan, this way.
Hei, mä kuuntelen tätä konserttia täällä. En mä kyllä jää kuuntelee sitä. Mikäs tyyppi sä?
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Kai se voi olla minä jossain veden alla.
I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Myrsky tulossa. Käydään vähän kurkkaamassa, löytyykö täältä mitä jännää. Mä kuulin kuulevinaankin, että täällä hakattiin just tommosella lelukirve tai mikä vasaralla. Ehkä me nähdään noin, kun mennään tänne päin. Tutkastaan ensin, oliko täällä ketään muuta. Ne ei päästä henkilökunnan tiloihin. Tohtori ihmettelee, että missä mä oikein oon. No, se on tehnyt kirjankin. Okei. Saatte sitten itse lukea suomentaa. Nyt ei noin tollasta tekstiä kiinnostanut lähteä tutkimaan enempää. Täällä on asiakkaiden huoneet, potilaiden. Okei, pitääpä muistaa.
The power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony.
Pitääpä muistaa, että nää on täällä.
The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Siellä tarvii vielä avaimenkin. Olen aika varma, että se löytyy henkilökunnan huoneesta. Mutta joo, katsotaan vielä tänne. Päästäänkö? Ei päästä. Ei ole kahvia missä. Ihme. On se kyllä hienoja eläimiä saanut tänne. En ole varma mitä olen mieltä siitä, että tappaa eläimiä ja täyttää niitä. Ei oikeastaan mielipidettä, mutta en mä kyllä kotiin mitään täytettyä eläintä ottaisi. Sen mä tiedän. Oltiinko me täällä jo? Mikä taulutus? Onko se tuo sama maalarityyppi tehnyt nämä kaikki taulut?
You might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
No, katsotaan. Mikäs tää? Tuo on joku tervetuloilmoitus. Olemme täällä antaaksemme sinulle tarvitsemasi avun. Siinä on vähän ohjeistusta siitä, että kannattaa aina etukäteen ilmoitella, jos on vieraita tulossa. Pitää kunnioittaa muita potilaita ja heidän yksityisyyttään. Selvä. Tyypillisesti potilaillamme on pitkän aikavälin probleemeita. Ja niitä ei korjata yhdessä yössä. Anna itsellesi aikaa. Tää on tämmöinen vapaa-suomennus. Muista, että olette vapaaehtoisesti mukana tässä hoidossa, joka on nimenomaan tehty sinulle. Se on näköjään näiden hoitojen nimet mainittu. Jos on jotain mielen päällä, ilmeisesti ehkä noihin hoitoihin liittyen, niin kannattaa puhua ja kertoa niistä. Hyvin vapaa suomennus.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They are well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Okei, semmoinen oli heidän tarinansa. Ai.
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Miksi sulla on niin kova tarve saada mut kirjoittaa?
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Okay.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Joo, se on kyllä totta. Noin kaksi teki tosiaan enemmän järkeä kuin se terapeutti, joka nyt tosiaan koittaa saada mut pakonomaisesti kirjoittaa lisää.
They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be about mullets, and now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me. And everyone should just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
Okei. Sulla menee kyllä todella hyvin. Onko tää maalari täällä vielä? Eikö tää lähtenyt pois? Onko täällä lisää kerrottavaa? Ei. Oli pakko varmistaa. Joo, täällä on myrsky kyllä tulossa. Kohta on pimeätä sitten taas ja silloin tapahtuu ikäviä asioita.
Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Mitä se sulle kuuluu? Pidä sä pääs kiinni, sä oot joku vartija, et sä ymmärrä mistään mitään mielenterveysongelmista, hallunisaatioista. Puhuuko jollekin lapselle?
I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Hullu setti. Mistä me nyt päästään meidän huoneeseen? Mä menen ihan väärään suuntaankin tällä hetkellä. Televisio hämäs mua. Tänne näin. Täällä on oikein nimetty meidän huoneet. Emerson. Pakko muuten katsoa. Isole. Lane. Mitä tuolla? Anderson.
I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Ja sitten vielä täällä, jos täällä oli muita huoneita, onko se nimetty. Yhtäkkiä teki vaan mieli, kun katsoa, että onko täällä Thomas Shane huonetta. Eikä nyt ainakaan heti näkynyt. Enkä tiedä, ketä nää on. Nää on nää tyypit.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Tää meinaa sitä oikeesti nyt, että me lähdettäis vaan meneen täältä.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Voinko mä mennä sillä lailla, että ne näkee mut?
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Aha! Ai noin vetäs tuo hoitsun tajuttomaksi.
That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office room from Sinclair.
Get the office wing keys. Täältä näin. Älkää sitten lyökö mua.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Ai, toi on tuolla.
Face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
En uskalla tulla ulos sieltä. Ai, se on lyönyt oikealla kirveellä. Ei kun vasaralla. Okei, on toi elossa. Joo, no jääkäätte siihen huutelemaan niille, niin mä menen tänne näin. En mä nyt jaksa jäädä kuuntelemaan kaikkea mitä nuo sanoo. Hyväpäs täällä synkän näköisiä tauluja.
Said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Tässä on Alicen nimi jossain nauhoituksessa mainittu. Let's kuuntele.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Suttaako sitä uudestaan se sama, jos mä painan tästä?
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Okei, eli me annettiin inspiraatio tälle taidemaalarille heti kun me tultiin tänne, niin se rupesi tekemään tommosia vähän synkemmäpuolisia tauluja.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How would your fragile little patients like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
No, agentti kyllä seunut kunnolla. Vähän pelottaa kohdata sitä, jos tulee vielä vastaan.